You got a new drone, but your neighbor is not that happy that you got one. Can you do something about it? Let's talk about that. Hello and welcome to Legal Drone, where we talk about drone and other tech stuff. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Before we begin, as always, I have to say that this is not legal advice. We are on that beautiful time where we have quality time with our family and get presents. And this year, I think is gonna be a really good year for drone sales. So chances are that you might be getting a drone for Christmas, or maybe have one, or will probably go and buy one. And your neighbor might want to start calling the police or doing other stuff like try to shoot your drone down. Can he do that? I don't know. You tell me. The internet is full of people that think they know about the law, and a lot of social media lawyers out there think that they have all the answers. I don't know. Let's talk about that. So, the first thing that we have to get clear is that there are a lot of concerns of privacy when it comes to drone flying. People think that you cannot fly over their house or over their backyard, and well, they think they have the answer about that, and they think that you cannot fly a drone over their property. Whether it's true or not is what your neighbor might think, and we need to get that clear that you might not be interacting with someone that knows about this, and they probably think that they know what they are talking about. So chances are that your neighbor really thinks that you cannot fly your drone over their house or over their backyard. And the thing is that the FAA is the one that regulates airspace, and if your neighbor's house is on an uncontrolled airspace, then you are pretty clear to fly your drone over their house. And this is what we're gonna get when we get drone delivery. We're gonna have drones flying over people's houses, over residential areas. And do you think that a drone from Amazon won't be able to fly over your home? Well, yes, they can fly, and they will be able to fly over your home. And you have to know that you probably cannot do too much about it. Now, the other thing is that people think that you cannot fly over their backyard because they might be doing things on their backyard, and that they probably have a privacy concern about people flying drones over the backyard. And about the backyard, I have to give you a pretty good lawyer answer. It depends. If you know something about drone law, you have to know that you cannot fly over people. So if there is someone in a backyard, you cannot fly over that person, and therefore you cannot be flying over the backyard at that particular moment. But in general, well, yes, you can fly over a backyard, but you have to remember that people use their backyard. They do things in their backyard, and they might be doing something. So if there is someone in a backyard, you cannot be flying over the person. And if they are having a party, so you have to know, you have to be extra careful not to be flying over people. Now, I just want to say that please fly with care. I know people don't like people flying over their houses or over their backyard. So please have that in mind when you're flying in a residential area. Try not to, hover over a person's house, because now we're gonna get to another part of what regulations we have out there about flying in residential areas. You have to know that states normally can regulate things like voyeurism, harassment. So you have to be really careful when fly your drone in a residential area because you might be accused of doing voyeurism, or you might be accused of doing harassment to a neighbor, and those things are completely separated from what the FAA does. So you have to be very careful with what you do with your drone because um, you might get into trouble if you do things that are not allowed by your state law. Now, when a person sees a drone flying over their house, they might think that you are trespassing. In reality, you are not, but they might think that you are trespassing, and you that's the thing you have to keep in mind. People might think that you are trespassing, and what do people do when they have trespassers? Yeah, they might try to shoot down the drone. And it's complicated because there are a bunch of state laws that prohibit people from pointing guns, from taking guns, out of concealment, from pointing guns, from shooting into an open space, and those are state law concerns that if a person do that, they might be, breaking a bunch of state laws by just shooting into the sky. But there is another thing that it's the federal offense of shooting an aircraft, and in the eyes of the federal government, a drone is an aircraft. Is a man, but still an aircraft. And if someone shoots an aircraft, that's gonna be a federal offense. Just like if they were shooting a helicopter or another type of aircraft. And people have to keep that in mind because along with all the bunch of state laws that they might be breaking, they will also be breaking a federal law, and they might have trouble not only with the state but with the federal government. So privacy is a really complicated subject, and people misunderstand where they do have a privacy expectation, and it's okay. I think in this time of age, we don't protect our privacy that much or as much as we should, and it's okay for people to be concerned about their privacy, and you have to understand that people want to keep their lives private, and a common sense thing to do is try not to get into confrontations with people. But in the other hand, I know people want to fly their drones. It's where they live, and actually, they can. They can fly a drone close to their house. They are taking off from a private property, and they are flying over the airspace, which is practically public. So this is something that people needs to understand, and please, it's common sense. Don't hover over a person's house because that might raise suspicion. Um, don't try to record what people are doing in their houses. I mean, yes, is an open and a space where you don't have an expectation of privacy, but if someone don't want to get recorded, please respect their wishes. I know we get really confrontational. Yes, I can fly there. And the other person, no, you cannot fly there. But keep in mind that we live in a civilized world, and we are better solving issues by talking. Because one of the most important things to know is that drones, at least the consumer drones, don't have these powerful cameras. They don't have X-ray vision. What people think that you have a super equipment that they are looking into inside their houses with this X-ray vision. And no, this is a camera. This isn't even a sophisticated camera. This is definitely not a cinema camera. And no, these cameras don't have the capability to do the things that people think they do. So if you try to educate people about this, yeah, do it. It's better to fly safe. It's better to uh, fly when the people around you are not, that kind of pissed off with you flying. And well, fly safe like always. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and if you want to watch more drone love videos, you can watch them here and videos here with my footage. See you next time.